Welcome one and all. Today we'll study different types of sentences in English. Sentence is the basic unit of language. Sentence is used to express a complete thought. It follows grammatical rules of syntax. In short, a group of words that form a complete sentence is called a sentence. In a complete sentence, we have a subject and a predicate. If we take a look at the sentence, Kumar made a complete fuss about the journey. Kumar is the subject. Made a complete fuss about the journey is the predicate. Another example, this place has such a calming effect on me. This place is the subject. Has such a calming effect on me is the predicate. There are four types of sentences: declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Declarative or assertive sentences are used to make statements. They are used to give information, report events, express an opinion, or to make a promise. You can take a look at the four sentences given here. My name is Lakshmi. Manoj went to Delhi. I shall go tomorrow. Cat killed the rat. All these are simple sentences. They are declarative or assertive sentences. Declarative sentences that make positive statements or declarative sentences that say something that is true are called affirmative sentences. Declarative sentences that make a positive statement or those sentences that say something that is true are called affirmative sentences. And those sentences that make negative statements are called negative sentences. For example, the show will start in an hour is an affirmative sentence. It can be changed to a negative sentence as the show will not start in an hour. How did you make the positive sentence to negative? You can add note between auxiliary and the main verb. You can add note between auxiliary and the main verb. Here, will is the auxiliary and start is the main verb. You added note in between will and start, and therefore the positive sentence, the show will start in an hour, is changed to negative sentence as the show will not start in an hour. She went home is positive. She did not go home is negative. Vijay drives well is positive. Vijay does not drive well is negative. They like traveling is positive. They don't like traveling is negative. Contracted form of negative not is linked to auxiliary verb. It can be linked to the subject, noun or pronoun. For example, they aren't eating cake. We are not amused. Coming to interrogative sentences end with a question mark. They are used to ask questions. There are two types of interrogative sentences. First is yes or no questions. Yes or no questions begin with an auxiliary verb. For example, have or has, may, is or are, or was or were. Hannah speaks English. It can be changed to a question as does Hannah speak English? You are playing. It can be changed to a question or an interrogative sentence as are you playing? WH questions call for detailed and specific answers. For example, WH questions start with words like who, whose, whom, when, where, why, which, what, how. Who is your best friend? Whose book is this? Whom did you give your book to? When did you come? Where are you going? Why are you late? Which is your pen? What's your name? How old are you? These are examples for WH questions. Coming to imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are used to give commands, orders, requests, or to give advice. Imperative sentences usually begin with a verb, but the word you is implied. For example, come on, you come on is the sentence. And imperative sentences begin with let. They are used as orders or suggestion. Order or suggestion is indirectly expressed in these sentences. How can we form negative form of this imperative sentence? You can make an imperative sentence into negative by putting do not at the beginning. For example, give him your pen. You can put do not in the beginning and make the sentence as do not give him your pen. Another example, put away the crockery. Do not put away the crockery. Coming to exclamatory sentence, exclamatory sentences are used to express surprise, pain, joy, sorrow, admiration, pity, and other feelings. They can begin with either have or what. They have the structure of declarative sentence. How happy I am here. How sad it is to see you leave. What a wonderful performance. In all these sentences, you might have noticed the sentences end with an exclamatory mark. The sentences end with an exclamatory mark. Declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences can be formed from the same sentence. For example, if the sentence is, they speak English, you can change the sentence into interrogative as well as exclamatory forms. They speak English is affirmative. It can also be made negative as they do not speak English. Do they speak English is interrogative sentence. They speak English, don't they? Or you can change it to an exclamatory sentence as how well they speak English.